they will choose the worst scenario possible before a new scenario. Know why? That seemed like too much of a good thing over
They
there.
pick familiar. And
But
I feel bad saying
but
that
being in a
familiar
bad
is wrong.
relationship should not be familiar for women.
Trauma. It's trauma. It's trauma.
Yeah, like-
we were just
like-
saying
like-
earlier,
like you get
abused people. You would think it would be the opposite, but that's not the way the brain works. We are people who adapt, just like chameleons who are different in different color backgrounds. They change color to match that background, and so I think human beings are a lot like that. If you take a little girl that was molested at 10, you would think she would go the opposite way. That doesn't always happen. She becomes very promiscuous and makes bad choices. Little boys who are touched end up touching other little boys. So you have to understand that hurt people. This is all a conversation based on trauma. Point blank period. Whether it's trauma that you experienced yourself or it's trauma that you saw your mom and your aunties going through, which is why you brought up, hey, you listening to a bunch of women say men ain't shit. That's real trauma. They didn't just was born and was just like men ain't shit. They were born and hurt. And that caused them to want to tell their little nieces and their daughters that men will hurt you.
That's cool. But
so we can't take that away.
But everybody can hurt you. Anybody can hurt you, and it don't boil down just to men. By taking that scenario and going into the dating world and a relationship world, I feel like you're never going to find the right person. You're always going to attract that negative part. What I'm saying is like take that negative part away and look at the good side of it, because every man is not a cheater. You know what I'm saying? Like every man is not gonna hurt you. Some men can lead you. Like it can't just be a scenario of every man I meet ain't shit. If every man that you meet ain't shit, you need to evaluate where you at. This is what I've been talking about. Like evaluate what
you need to evaluate a couple things. You need to evaluate what your idea of a traditional relationship is. You need to evaluate.
But when I say when I say you at, I'm not talking about physically where you at. I'm saying you need to evaluate where you're at, like mentally and everything. Like, are you going to just bars to meet people? Are you going out of town? You understand what I'm saying? Are you experiencing different type of men? And most women, come on now, like we gonna act like this don't happen. They like bad boys. Like for some reason, like motherfucker can sit there and want to give you the world, and they're gonna be like, that's boring though. Like he just really don't excite me. But a motherfucker going upside your head, excite you? Like a motherfucker putting your life in danger, fucking you, then then going to fuck somebody else, and then coming back to fuck you unprotected and probably give you something that's exciting to you. Like you have to really evaluate where you are and what you're doing and accept accountability. You can't just be like, one man hurt me, so every man ain't shit. Like really look at the man that you dated. Look and see where did I go wrong? What can I fix? What could I look at for the situation to go a lot better? Don't come out this shit and just be like, no, well, this man hurt me, so all men ain't shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you got to be better than that. Like I've been cheated on by women, but I don't go to the next woman and be like, well, this bitch is gonna cheat on me, so fuck it.